What's good, y'all? Welcome to another amazing show of the Bold Sports Podcast. Excuse me. My name is Ricky, and I got my two brothers with me. What's good, y'all?
Yo, 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 it's Nitty, your resident Raider fan, STP, back again for another week.
Yo, what's going on, is Maine? It's tough to say, but you're a Dallas Cowboy fan, but you got to keep it real sometimes.
Okay.
Let's jump into it.
All right, well, we go. Shit, you went right there. We go segue right into that. Then the first topic we got today, fellas, we got is the Cowboys season over, and what better way to start than start with the Cowboy fan, my brother Maine. What's good, boy?
I'm gonna take it back from you. Like you said, season is it done? Nah, it ain't done yet, but it's being seasoned, and then it's about to be popped in the oven about another 3 weeks, and then pop out. It's gonna be done. They might win probably one of these next three. We'll see, but nah, they're not quite done yet. In my eyes, as a fan, what I expected this year, I felt the whole season was a wash or a waste the way they was moving in the off season.
You did say that.
I think honestly, I put it to you like this. I think Jerry kind of tanked the season on purpose. I don't have no proof, no evidence in that other than you didn't have no cap to sign free agents without re-signing Dak.
Right.
So it looked like they're not going to re-sign Dak. This is going to be his final year. Fine, that's what they want. That's so be it. But then the day before, or was it the day of the first game, they signed Dak to a big extension. If you was going to do that after the long holdout and no money in the free agency, if you was going to do that, you should have did that way back when.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, how far were you off in numbers that you couldn't have gotten it done weeks earlier in the training camp?
If the plan was to get rid of or let Dak play out his final year and then let him go, they shouldn't have re-signed him at all and just let it happen, play out that way. Because that's where you work the whole offseason. That's not like
So
just tank his man.
I got a question for you before I even answer it myself, or did he? Did you think they should have signed Dak, or you think they should just let him play this year out and then y'all start it from whatever you want to start it from? Because I know what you thought previous years.
If you're trying to win with this team, you sign Dak, or else you take a chance of gambling away all the prime years of Michael Parsons, Diggs, even though he ain't having that great of a season, but Diggs and CD Lamb. Take it like if you don't sign Dak, say this was his final season and he gone. Everybody think, oh, you just draft a quarterback and we plug him in and play. There's no guarantee that quarterback can be good. Heck, we seen Caleb Williams struggle. He was the number one pick, a surefire can't miss quarterback.
Anthony Richardson just got benched.
Right. Now, part of the reason he got benched, you never tell the coach you tired. But we'll get into that in another second. But bottom line is, it's no guarantees with, we'll just get another quarterback. If anybody can do the job, anybody would do it. Trey Lance go out there in preseason, throw 5 interceptions. I think that kind of forced their hand too.
For sure.
But heck, I'd be good. I'd be good. Hey, you want to try Cooper Rush?
So where's he at now, Cooper Rush?
He's the backup quarterback. He's still in Dallas. Trey Lance like the third guy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't. I mean, in all honesty, I don't think that he intended to tank the season or going into it. But I do think that his decisions didn't bode well for the team moving forward because, number one, free agents, they looking at your situation. Okay, who's the quarterback? Is it going to be some uncertainty? And can I sign a long-term deal and Dak might not even be there next year? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Then now, you creating a little bit of dissension in the locker room because, okay, I'm the quarterback. I want my money. I'm looking forward to a long-term contract, but you playing hardball with me, but yet you gave CD everything that he wanted. So it's like, well, where am I on the pecking order? So
from the looks of it, during the preseason time, from the looks of it, I thought, what's the point of signing CD? CD under contract for another year anyway.
Would he have came to work if you didn't sign him? Because wasn't he sitting out?
Hassan Reddick showed up. Eventually, you're going to show up and get that check. You got to play at least 6 games to get a credit a year, or else the following year, you're still in the same position. And you're still under contract for $14 million, which he was under contract for $14 million this year.
But who does that hurt more, Lamb or the Cowboys if he set out? I'm asking. I don't know.
I would say Lamb.
Jerry
going to get his money regardless. The fans going to come out regardless. Dak was playing. He was at training camp, off season, all that stuff.
Okay.
So Dak was going to be playing. If you didn't sign Lamb and you didn't sign Dak, you could have waited on Lamb. You could have waited till Dak fell off the books or whatever this year, even though he was a 40 million cap hit. But Dak was going to get his money regardless. Somebody was going to pay him 60 million.
Listen, you ever go on a road trip with your homeboys, or y'all going to a on vacation,
Mm-hmm.
and you ask everybody if they got everything they need and they ready, and it makes for a better vacation if everybody on the same page. Y'all all got your checked luggage. Y'all staying at the same hotel. All of this, boom. It makes the transition easier.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's always that one person or two people who always got to make a stop. I forgot this. I got to pick up that. And you kind
Mm-hmm.
of throw everything off center. That's what I think happened with the Cowboys, and that's why you're seeing just a small lack of focus and execution. And this is going to be a tough year for McCarthy to kind of like pull it together.
So you think this season over, Nitty?
I don't think it's over, but I definitely think the decision that Jerry made, as far as like trying to play hardball, I think it kind of like spiraled a little bit out of control. And I do see them struggling a little bit to make the playoffs. They might just miss it. I think they're good enough, but I don't think they're good enough to make it in. So they're going to be a middle of the pack type of team come April when the draft rolls around.
So for me, it's a shock. It's a shock to me because I'm a creature of habit, and for my habit, what I've been seeing, no matter what they say about Dallas, the playoffs, they don't do nothing in the playoffs. Dallas wins a lot. They win a
Mm-hmm.
lot of games year after year. They win a lot of games. Like they all. Let me tell you something. If I could switch places with Cowboys, I will take it, and I will gladly take it. People kill me. It's only one person that can win the championship. One team.
You and me both.
Yep.
You and me
You know
both.
what I'm
I'm
saying?
with you. I'm with you 100%.
Like people kill me when they be trying to kill the Cowboys. You never heard me kill them out the playoffs. Listen, they kill Lamar too with it. Like I got a chance every year. That's what I want. Whatever
That's all you
happens when
can
they
ask
get
for,
that
actually. Yep.
chance,
Mm-hmm.
that's it. Like I can't ask for a ring every year. Like the people is crazy. Like it just don't make no sense. How people be like bashing people for not winning rings. Like to me, like if you're giving your team an opportunity year after year, you have done your job. If you get a ring, that's a cherry on top in my mind. In my mind, and we all want to win championships. How many championships did y'all win as kids? You know what I'm saying? Like, you might have won a lot, but how many did you not win? I'm sure
Right.
a
Right.
lot more than you. You know what I'm saying? So,
I,
so
I lost more than I won. I'll tell you
of
that.
course, of
Mhm.
course. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that to me. That's just some BS. So I don't knock the Cowboys on not winning the championship in however many years. They've been winning a lot in the 2000s. They won enough games in the 2000s to make me a happy fan if I was a Cowboys fan. But I do think it was a shock to me because I'm used to y'all winning so much. But then I start looking like, even though I know you said the line is bad, you got to go and get one of the running backs. It was some running backs in the market. I feel like you had to get one, even if they don't do what. Let's say Henry went there. Henry not wouldn't have did what he's doing with the Ravens right now, but Henry will be doing more
Yep.
than
Mhm.
whatever the running back you have right now is doing in my mind.
That's
You know,
100% true. Yep.
yeah. And then number two receiver like Tober, I think he's okay actually, but it was better out there. I feel like you didn't have to spend crazy, especially on running back, but in receiver, just to get a known number two receiver,
Hmm.
where it's like, all right, we know the defense ain't like all we gotta do is shut down Lamb and we good, and nobody's been doing that because Lamb's still getting off, but it's still losing. So imagine if you had a number two receiver and you had a decent running back. I think they'll be right in the mix of what they typically always do: win 10, 11, 12 games, and whatever happens, probably happens.
I would agree with you only on one aspect that the line is so bad. I think part of the reason that the play calling is bad is because the line is bad. They don't trust them to hold up the blocks. So that's kind of like a double edged sword working against them.
True, true, true.
But
Mhm.
like you said, if they had some type of resemblance of a running game, I know we didn't have much last year either, and we won 12 games, but something clicked, and Mike McCarthy was calling better plays, a lot of motion. CeeDee Lamb was getting open. Number two receiver, that's something that they're going to be looking for in the offseason. Definitely a running back, something they're going to be looking for.
The
But
Cowboys were
they need
unstoppable.
defensive tackle, and they can't stop the run. It's a copycat league.
That's
Think
the
of it like
crazy
this.
part too.
The Chiefs won the championship, right? They always try to improve their team, constantly trying to improve. I think they just picked up DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah.
Rice go down, they pick up DeAndre Hopkins. We need somebody that can be a possession receiver, work that middle and catch the ball. Now Cooks was number two, or might still be
Right.
the number. He
Right.
just injured, but They ain't running good enough plays to get him open.
Right.
Even when he
The
was there.
recipe for the Cowboys when they were at their most unstoppable was when they had an O line and a
For
great
sure.
run game.
For
Because
sure.
the moment they had that lead, you wasn't getting it back. Like they would take the time off the clock, run the ball, and then play defense, and then make you one dimensional when you were on offense because you tried to catch up.
Yeah.
So to me, that's when they were at their best.
Hey,
Go ahead.
no, go ahead. Go ahead. My bad.
Now I was saying those years, especially I think that one year when DeMarco Murray was going
That's what I was about
crazy.
to say.
I
That's
mean,
what I was about to say.
the dude could just fall forward and get 5-6 yards a carry. And
Right.
then once they got Zeke, I mean, he had those young fresh legs. It didn't matter who was at quarterback because they had an O line that was going to block. They had a great defense, and like I said, once they got the lead, it was hard to get back.
I low key, I think the tailspin with the even though the Cowboys was winning a lot of games the past 2 years or so, maybe three, give it a take, whatever.
Mhm.
I think their big tailspin was it was a shock of the dip in Zeke's game out of no because it just happened like out of nowhere. The
Fell
dip
off
in
the
his
cliff.
game, like Zeke was a top running back. And so like people
Mhm.
really forget. I know y'all don't forget it, but people forget Zeke was a top running back and for
Yeah.
like 3 4 years. He's a top three running back, and then it just dropped, and that was a huge drop off like out of nowhere. And then they tried
Mhm.
to sprinkle Pollard in. Pollard started being a little bit better. And then they thought, okay, Pollard could be our bell cow, but Pollard's not built to be a
It's
bell
not.
cow. So
Right.
I think the Zeke fall off was a huge hit to the Cowboys that came out of nowhere because no one's seen that happening. Like I said, from
I'll tell
maybe the
you something else
Cowboys
to
fans because
tag
y'all
on that.
see more.
You know
Go
what else?
ahead.
You know what else? You know what else hurt the Cowboys? Travis Frederick retiring early, just retiring out the blue. That and like Zeke, I think that kind of almost went hand in hand.
I didn't I didn't like them trading Cooper. I thought they could have kept Cooper years ago. Like I thought that Cooper and Lamb together, y'all was unstoppable. Like I was scared. Like when I say scared, I mean like how you gonna stop that? Like we seen Lamb coming, and Cooper was Cooper in that office with that line and the run game. I'm like, how you gonna stop that? But they just like, oh, Lamb's the number one now. Let's get we don't need Cooper. I felt like you could have kept both. Like I think y'all was on. I don't. I mean, I can't say Super Bowl. We don't know, but I felt like y'all was unstoppable when y'all had Cooper and Lamb, and Lamb didn't even touch the surface at that time yet. And I'm like, man, but I mean, I never actually answered it.
Do you think they done?
I'm gonna say the season is not over yet. Right now, at week 8, going into week 9, I believe we're going to week 9. I don't think the season is over yet, but it's looking dim. It's definitely looking dim. The easy division wins they got, where they definitely got 4 at least from us and the Giants. I don't think that's the case no more. I think at best case scenario is a split with us, and I do believe the Giants can actually split. But I mean, y'all should probably will sweep it, but I do believe they can split with y'all and the Eagles and y'all. Who knows? I don't know what's gonna happen with that. I hope y'all clip them at least once.
I'll tell you what I think with the Eagles. Possibly at best a split.
For
I
y'all
think
or for them?
If
Best for
the
y'all or
Eagles
best for
been
them?
paying attention, they got the weapons and the way their team is constructed, they should beat Dallas both times.
Okay. So I best for y'all.
Washington, I was thinking about that earlier today. I don't know why I was just thinking, how do we match up Washington? I hadn't thought about it all year. It never crossed my mind. How do we stack up against Washington? Who knows Dallas better than Dan Quinn?
Yeah, yeah.
Dak,
True.
a flaw of Dak is he doesn't play well. He doesn't pass well against zone. Dan Quinn ain't really want to play much zone. He like to do the man-to-man thing.
Man to
So
man,
I'm
sprinkling a
like,
little bit of cover
I'm
three.
thinking about that today earlier at work. I'm thinking, is Dan Quinn gonna switch it up on us, or is he gonna do what he normally do?
Well, we mix it up. We mix it between that old Seattle cover 3 and some
Mm-hmm.
man. The man we did a lot of zone to start the season because our cornerbacks were getting cooked, but they're actually playing a lot better now. They still buns though our corners. But I like the rookie. We moved the rookie from Michigan, Sinistrell, I think his name is. How you say Sinistrell from Michigan? They moved him to the outside instead of the slot now. He's been doing a lot better. But I hate Benjamin St. Juice. We just got to get rid of him. But I think it's a split. I respect y'all enough to say it's at least a split. Um, I don't see us just sweeping y'all. And if we do, I'll be happy, obviously. But I don't see us sweeping y'all or the Eagles. I see a split with both of them, and we better handle business with the Giants this week and get that
I was about
sweep.
to say, y'all got the Giants this week.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this much: Giants